Fred, FR5AD, here with a beer review. This is a highly recommended triple IPA. Yes, I did say triple, count them, 3. This is called Simtra Triple India Pale Ale from Knee Deep Brewing, and I think they're San Diego, if I'm not mistaken. This is hopped with only 2 that I saw listed, with Citra and Simcoe. It's 11.25% ABV, 128 IBUs. It's rated a 99 out of 100 overall, and rate beer 97 out of 100 in style. And as I said, it was highly recommended by multiple sources, 2 different craft beer stores, and by my son-in-law, Christopher. So they all say it's going to be good. And I am using the proper glass, the Spiegelau Sierra Nevada Dogfish Head IPA glass. So obviously I'm not going to be drinking this whole bomber. I will be sharing this with Christopher. Woohoo! Yeah, he's listening in the background. Just want to make sure he knew that I wasn't bogarting this bottle. All right. And as usual, this glass does wonderful things throughout the entire enjoyment of a glass of beer. No matter how long it sits in there, you will see bubbles rising up from the bottom, from the etching in the inside of the bottom of the glass. They just continue to rise. It's a wonderful thing. Okay, let's give it a smell. ASTMO, appearance, smell, taste, mouthfeel, and overall. A, it's nice and clear. It's a very light honey color, dark straw color. Very clear. The head was a decent off-white, mostly dense, but with some large bubbles too. And you do get some good lacing on the glass. We'll see how that clings after a while. Oh, yeah. Now, as my palate and education in beer broadens, I start realizing there's other tastes and aromas that I haven't been identifying because I wasn't recognizing them. Often, I'll mention how I love the pine smell of the hops. I discovered on this trip, I'd heard it mentioned before, but I didn't experience it until now, and I believe it's the Citra hops that do this. The aroma that can smell like pine can also have a very distinct characteristic, and it sounds awful because who would want to smell, much less taste, cat pee? But there's a definite, if you have cats, you'll recognize that aroma. It's not a negative. Wow, I'm hearing people laugh from 2 rooms away. Uncontrollably. Obviously not a beer fan. Anyway, you can smell it. There's definitely the pine smell, the Christmas tree smell, but that same aroma, I think, or some very close analog in there is a recognizable cat pee smell. Again, not a negative. Ignore the peanut gallery. Okay, I'm going to finish up now. I'm going to taste it. Okay. I will not use the phrase, "Oh, and I taste cat pee," because number one, I've never, for the record, never tasted cat pee. So I am tasting pine. I am tasting the IBUs, 128. It's not grabbing my mouth and turning it inside out. Again, the higher the ABV, the more it can mute the perceived bitterness. So the number is relative. It's not some kind of absolute determinant of bitterness. But it's very balanced. There's a good mouthfeel. Not as heavy as you might think for a triple, because you think triple everything, malts, everything. But there is a good, heavier than average mouthfeel. The bitterness does coat your tongue. Not too much on the upper soft palate like sometimes with those alpha acids, but definitely there. But it's balanced. The malt sweetness, the heavier mouthfeel, the higher ABV, I think helps to really round it all out. And speaking of the higher ABV, sometimes you'll actually get the discrete alcohol taste, which some people like, some people don't. I think it's kind of hidden pretty well. I'm not getting a big in-your-face alcohol component here. It's very, 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 very nice. I love Simcoe hops. I love Citra. Now that I'm able to identify cat pee, I'm looking forward to drinking other cat pee aromatic IPAs. In this glass, I'm telling you, when you take a sip and then do that, the way it tumbles down across the lobes and reinvigorates the, the foam and the release of the aromatics, it's a wonderful glass. All right, well, that's it. This is Simtra from Knee Deep Brewing. Again, I believe in San Diego. Recommend you try it. This is Fred over at 5ED over there.